Hey, what's going on, guys? Super Swimmer here, and welcome back to Hunger Games Simulator. Now we have the most iconic of total drama characters. I I don't know, and I don't remember who posted. I'll probably take a picture of it and put it on the screen right now. Um, but I think it's like most overrated or most popular. So I just went with most iconic. Like, if you ask another person, what character do you think of first when you think of total drama? And for the most part, I'm not entirely sure. Um, for all of these, um, would you say so? But as you can see, we have Alejandro, Courtney, Duncan, Scarlett, Cody, Sierra, Lightning, Zoe, Cameron, Heather, Owen, Izzy, Scott, Lindsay, Mike, Stacy, Ezekiel, Lashana, Harold, Gwen, Dave, Eva, Chris, and Chef. Yep, all of these for the most iconic. Let's see who is the most iconic of characters according to this. Let's see. All right, probably the cringiest intro to a video yet. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Heather runs away from. So yeah, Heather runs away. Chef grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Izzy, Courtney, and Cody start fighting, but Courtney runs away as Izzy kills Cody. Wow, my dude Cody already died the first day. The bloodbath, no less. No less. Oh my god, okay. Sierra snatches a pair of sais. Duncan and Ezekiel fight for a bag. Duncan gives up and retreats. Lashana runs away from the cornucopia. Owen runs away. Lindsay runs away. Zoe runs away with a lighter and some rope. Not too shabby there, Zoe. Alejandro grabs a shield. Scott stays at the cornucopia for resources. Harold and Dave work together to drown Eva. The nerds return. Like it's the nerds took down the strong brains versus brawn. Brains wins all the time, apparently. Mike catches Lightning off guard and kills him. See, it's like the two strongest ones in these in the seasons dead. That is very impressive. Nice. Stacy runs away from the cornucopia. Cameron runs away. Scarlett runs away. Chris McLean stays at the cornucopia for resources. And Gwen finds a bag full of explosives. Ooh, that should be fun. Good thing it's not Izzy. Gwen sprains her ankle while running away from Sierra. Alejandro makes a slingshot. Zoe picks flowers. Ezekiel makes a slingshot. Harold makes a slingshot. What is with all the slingshots already? Like, what is that? Four slingshots? Three slingshots? What is this? Stacy discovers a cave. Mike defeats Owen in a fight, but spares his life. Dave discovers a cave. Yeah, that rhymes. Izzy kills Lashana with the sickle. Heather practices her archery. Uh, Chef Hatchet searches for a water source. Scott begs for Chris to kill him. He refuses, keeping Scott alive. I'm not sure why it's like that. Courtney repeatedly stabs Lindsay to death with sais. Don't contains Cameron's food, killing him, and she collects food from a tree. How many people just died? I don't know. 6 people already died within either the bloodbath or the first day. What is life right now? So we got Cody, Eva, Lightning, Lashana, Lindsay, and Cameron already dead. Wow. Okay, night one. Ezekiel looks at the night sky. Harold tries to treat his infection. Owen attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Duncan climbs a tree to rest. Zoe and Sierra tell stories about themselves to each other. Heather and Scarlett run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Scott tends to his wounds. Chris stays awake all night. Stacy tends to Courtney's wounds. Chef and Gwen talk about the tribute still alive. Alejandro, Izzy, and Dave discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Mike falls into a pit of dice. And like we have all this friend like friends, and then Mike just falls into a pit of dice. I keep reading in on Mike. I apologize for that. But yeah, that is just funny. That is really funny. Okay, day two. Chef practices his archery. Gwen and Sierra split up to search for resources. Duncan is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Courtney sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Dave steals from Zoe while she isn't looking. Izzy and Stacy work together for the day. Yay, two crazy people. Well, a chatterbox and a crazy person, but whatever. Uh, Heather receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Harold stalks Ezekiel. Scarlett and Chris hunt for other tributes. Owen injures himself. Owen, I know you're a little bit dumb, but you're not that dumb, so stop that. uh, not too dumb though. Not too dumb. I mean, how did he? I mean, he won the first one and got really well, and I got really good places in the other one, so I can't complain about that. Scott travels to higher ground. Alejandro camouflages himself in the bushes. All right, and then Mike is just dead. Mike, Mike, hey, where's Mike? No, he's just dead. Izzy attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Dave quietly hums. Scarlett loses sight of where she is. Come on, you got glasses. What are you doing? Alejandro destroys Zoe's supplies while she is asleep. Courtney fends Gwen, Scott, and Chef away from her fire. Well, she is pretty terrifying in the show. You have to admit she is pretty terrifying. Uh, Ezekiel questions his sanity. Heather, Sierra, Harold, and Owen sleep in shifts. Duncan cries himself to sleep. Yeah, because he's always putting on that tough guy act, and that this is how he gets to sleep, and he cries himself to sleep. Chris questions his sanity. Stacy thinks about winning. Of course, she does the chatterbox. Scott receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Owen collects fruit from a tree. Alejandro searches for firewood. Gwen goes hunting. Stacy receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. If she wins, then I am going to be very disappointed. But in the victors thing, I hope she, like, if she were to win and make it to the victors circle, which right now I'm looking at my phone, there's 15 of them as of yet. Um, yeah, I hope she doesn't win. That will be just very disappointing. uh, Heather collects fruit from a tree. Izzy dies of dysentery. Uh, Dave tends to Sierra's wounds. Courtney and Harold fight Duncan and Ezekiel. Duncan and Ezekiel survive. Wow. Well, her rage personified. Uh, yeah, it didn't last long. Chris collects fruit from a tree. Chef scares Scarlet off, and Zoe fishes. All right, three can shots come here in the distance. Izzy, Courtney, and Harold. How many is that? 10 so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, about actually no, half of the competition's already dead. And by night 3 too, so that's pretty good. And yeah, okay. Ezekiel and Zoe, sorry, tell stories about themselves to each other. Stacy deceives, defeats Dave in a fight but spares his life. Sierra cries herself to sleep. Gwen and Alejandro huddle for warmth. Scott destroys Duncan's supplies while he is asleep. Chef starts a fire. Chris destroys Owen's supplies while he is asleep. Heather receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Scarlet climbs a tree to rest. Okay, Owen dies of dysentery. Well, that's what you get for eating so much, Owen. I mean, have you ever thought of the consequences besides your weight? I mean, I'm pretty sure you have, but I don't think you finished thinking. But okay, whatever. Uh, Stacy constructs a shack. Duncan, Gwen, Ezekiel, and Scott hunt for other tributes. Scarlett runs away from Chris. Alejandro constructs a shack. How many? Wow, two people are constructing a shack. Nice. Uh, Sierra travels to higher ground. Heather unknowingly eats toxic berries. Zoe overhears Dave and Chev talking in the distance. Okay, and then, yeah, of course, Owen and Heather dead. Zoe and Chris talk about the tribute still alive. Stacy receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Chef kills Scarlet as she tries to run. Well, he does. Like, look at that face. You can't say that does not look like a killer. I mean, he has the cleavers to prove it in season 1. He really does. Gwen stays awake all night. Alejandro receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Dave and Scott run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Duncan climbs a tree to rest. Sierra climbs a tree to rest. And Ezekiel receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I don't know why I can't read. Scott, Alejandro, Gwen, uh, Dave, and Zoe track down to kill Ezekiel. Wow, is he really hated that much? I mean, really, he's barely even a threat. I mean, what's the farthest he's made? He's made it episode 1 of of the series that he was in. Really? Is it that serious? Is it really that serious? Um, Stacy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sierra steals from Chef Hatcher while he isn't looking. Chris questions his sanity, and Duncan thinks about home. Uh, Another 2 picked off. Scarlett and Ezekiel. Nice. Gwen, Scott, Duncan, and Sierra sleep in shifts. Zoe dies from hypothermia. Stacy tends to her wounds. Alejandro tries to sing himself to sleep. Chef screams for help. Dave falls into a frozen lake and drowns. And why is he on here, you ask? Well, because he's iconic for being a total whiner in his season. What was it? Season 6, I believe? Or no, season 5. No, season 6. It's got to be season 6 or whatever pocket. It's Pocket 2 Island. Whatever season that is, that's the season he's most known for being just a total whiny. Total whiny? I don't know. Yet. What? So, whatever. So whatever. Um. Ah, God. So whatever season he's in, he is most known for being a whiner. There we go. There we go. Now I can speak. Now I can finally speak. Chris McLean receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Duncan, Alejandro, Sierra, Chef Hatchet, and Gwen track down and kill Scott. Is it that serious? And wait, Stacy shoots a poisonous blow dart into Chris's neck, slowly killing him. Is it that serious though? Like with that top one. Is it that serious? The answer is no. It is never that serious. Gwen discovers a cave. Duncan explores the arena. Sierra and Chef work together for the day. Alejandra and Stacy work together for the day. See, now it's more friendship than anything, I guess. District Zoe, Dave, Scott, and Chris. Alright, Gwen cooks her food before putting her fire out. Stacy accidentally steps on a landmine. Well, that's just great for her. I mean, seriously, yes, it really is, because she's one of the most annoying characters out of the entire canon. Uh, Sierra, Chef, Duncan, and Alejandro tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Duncan and Chef Hatchet split up to search for resources. Sierra constructs a shack, and then Gwen severely slices Alejandro with a sword. Wow, savage. Savage Gwen, savage. And in All Stars, she keeps refusing that she's not. Okay. Uh, yeah, Stacy and Alejandro would be dead. Chef Hatchet fends Gwen, Duncan, and Sierra away from his fire. Honestly, that's actually, I'm not surprised that he would do that. Because have you seen how guy this ripped is? I mean, wait, what? Have you seen how ripped this guy is? I don't know what I just said before, but whatever. Uh, Sierra attacks Gwen, but she manages to escape. Duncan makes a slingshot. No cannon shots can be heard that night. Chef Hatchet attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Duncan starts a fire. Gwen receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, and Sierra is not able to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Well, that kind of sucks. Duncan receives uh, medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Gwen catches Chef off guard and goes. See what I mean? Gwen is a savage. Gwen is a savage. Uh, Sierra is pricked by thorns while picking berries, and that's pretty much it. So there goes Chef. Uh, Duncan, Gwen, and Sierra cheerfully sing songs together. Wait, hold on. So Gwen is already a winner, so we can't have Gwen win. Uh, yeah, because if she wins, I have to restart this entire thing. Uh, Gwen and Sierra threaten a double suicide. It fails, they die. So, wait, is Duncan a winner? I don't think he is, so yay, he's a winner. Yeah. Winner, winner, winner. So, Duncan is the winner and gets the number 16 spot. So, Duncan. Okay, there we go. All right. So, thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also be sure to hit the notification bell so you know when I'll be uploading videos. And side note, I'm not, I don't know how, I don't think I'm gonna be able to upload that many videos for like the next month or so because I have work. Um, So yeah, but if there's any notification on that, I'll let you guys know in the next video that I do. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.